it in! Something to drink!
Oh, 2 weeks in the desert and you bring us beer? We want something special.
Bull!
Good afternoon. My name is Wayne. I'm also known as the Irish Beer Snob. I write a relatively successful blog called theirishbeersnob.com. Well, I think it's relatively successful, and I think the 3,000 people who read me a month would agree. What do I do? Obviously, blog, tweets, drink a lot of craft beer. In moderation, of course. Now, why am I talking to you today? Because I need you to listen to what I'm about to say. I'm nominated for the position of chairman of Beoir. Now, Beoir, for those who don't know what we are, we're a craft beer organisation for consumers to educate, particularly about Irish craft beer. That's not to say we don't love all craft beer, because we do. We love drinking it from the States, from Denmark, or wherever it might find its way to these shores. But our remit is firstly Ireland. Firstly, Beoir itself is currently a membership of 370 odd people. That's people like you and me who like to enjoy a craft beer occasionally. Why are we only 370 members? God only knows. We do need to grow. To be relevant, to be important, and to be listened to, we need the numbers. How are we going to do this? We need to look firstly at how we conduct our membership. In terms of recruitment, I joined Beoir through a mutual friend, and a lot of my friends have joined because of me, or people I know have joined because of people they know. We need to be out there and open and seen in the battlefield, in the trenches, wearing our purple t-shirts at various things like the festivals in the RDS, at Alltech. But even if it's just a few lads getting together, someone's going to go, who's that maniac wearing the purple? It's like, come on, we're Beoir. We are the sum of our parts, but we can be so much more. And how can we get there? We need to spread the message of what we are talking about, and that's that we passionately believe in craft beer in Ireland. Currently there's 38 breweries in this country, and many more in planning and going through the rigorous red tape at the moment. They will not survive if there is not people to drink their products. It is that simple. It's a simple economics, supply and demand. We can help by spreading the message about Irish craft beer, and we need to look at how we do that. So my second strand is all about technology and content. We have a fantastic forum, which is a mine of information there at the moment. You know, there's articles on homebrewing, articles on pubs and what is required to set up a craft brewery, which is all well and good. But ultimately, a lot of people I know don't use forums. They use Facebook, they use Twitter, they use YouTube, they use LinkedIn even to look up things. We need to embrace these social media platforms to spread our message. We'll of course continue to support and use our forums because it's a great resource, but we are going to spread our message in new ways. We're also going to do content, even if it's something as simple as a sit-down roundtable function where we get together and talk, because it's impossible to get everyone physically to the same place anytime, all the time. So there's technology that allows us to have meetings over the internet. Thank God for the modern technology. We also need to look at how our relationships are used. We have all developed some fantastic relationships with brewers, chains of pubs, individual publicans, off licenses over the years. But there are many areas that we need to really maybe smooth it out a little bit, or even help ourselves by looking at ourselves more closely and saying, what can we learn from other organisations that would be similar to ourselves? And I'm thinking mainly National Homebrew Club run a national homebrewing competition, which is involving serious logistics, serious commitment, and they run it without issue every year. We can really learn from the National Homebrew Club. We need to look at groups like the Dublin Beer Ladies. Dublin Beer Ladies is a fantastic group that's only in existence since August of 2013. They have a very regular social calendar. They go out regularly, they go to breweries, they do brew days with breweries, they do all sorts. And it's all done in a friendly, non-judgmental manner, where there's no intimidation over if you decide you want to drink, you know, a Fisher's Hells, as opposed to drinking a double IPA like Upham and Fury. So they are successful, and we need to learn from their success. we hope by learning this from other peers that we can increase education and information in the Irish context. There's obviously massive amounts of information about UK craft beers, American craft beers on the internet already, but there's very little in an Irish context. As a consumer organisation, we should be the primary driving force of this information. We have several bloggers who are members of Beoir, we have people who do podcasts who are members of Beoir, and we also have people who do YouTube videos who are members of Beoir. We need to, as an organisation, increase working on education. Like, someone might not know the difference between a pale ale and a double IPA. We should be able to describe this to someone in absolutely layman's terms, so no one is feeling, I have no idea what he just said to me. And we need to put this information out there and become the premier resource in Ireland for Irish craft beer and education and social. So we can do all these things. They're not massive tasks. It's not like, you know, turning an oil tanker. A lot of these are quick wins that we can really do quickly. I do think we are more than just a chairman, a treasurer and a PRO. We are a group of 370 odd people who are like-minded and have the same passion about Irish craft beer as we do with artisanal food, I am sure, because it's so close. But I need your help to get there. I need you to spread the word of Beoir. I need you to help try get membership. I will do my utmost to increase membership by having us have stands at the big events where there's massive populations, even looking at other things, wine clubs, beer clubs. Be there to hold on and enjoy the experience together, because everyone is in it together. It's not you or me, it's everybody. So I'd like to thank you for your time today and listening to this YouTube rant. You know, first time for me, may not be the last, you never know. I appreciate your consideration in the voting of Beoir. You will already have got your email for the ballot, and hopefully I may have done enough to sway you. Thanks very much and have a great day.